What's up, guys? I've been posting a lot recently, and I've been making videos kind of like I think this would be like kind of like my third video in one day. Now, normally I try to post videos at least one a day, but I feel like these messages, like this energy it's just pushing me to make more videos for you guys and really just get my message out there, guys, and like not really focus so much on like having a regimen on when to post videos, right? Like if you feel the urge to post a video, like say if you even have a YouTube content and you just feel that urge to post a video, just post it, guys, like, or whatever. Like I feel like a lot of my life I talked to myself because I really didn't have too many people to talk to growing up in my life. So I spent most of my time talking to myself. But when you're talking to yourself, you're really talking to like the inner God in you, guys. Like you're talking to like you're not just talking to yourself to calm yourself down, right? Or to motivate yourself, guys. You're talking to like your spirit, like who's with you, who's really guiding you through this matrix that we live in, guys. Like this program, or however you want to put it, guys. You have to understand that not everybody is going to see your vision. I like to talk about discipline. I like to talk about, retaining your life force energy and things like that. And, trying to be humble and trying to do the right things in every situation, right, guys? Like, not everybody's going to view it like that. And not everybody's going to see your vision. Hold on one second, guys. I think in life there's some people who are with you for some time. They're on the boat with you, right? Like think of like life as a boat, right? Everybody has their own boat, and then some people get on their boat, not necessarily like you're the captain of the boat, right, guys? It's not like that. Like technically you are, but it's more so like you're going in your own direction, right? Everybody's on the sea. Everybody's sailing. And maybe not necessarily like getting on your boat, but if everybody's sailing to a different destination in life, you gotta understand some people are gonna follow you. Some people you might end up following because you were unsure on which way you were which way you needed to go in life, guys. Like a lot of times we feel like we don't know the way, and that's true. We don't really know the way fully, but we definitely know some things to do in life, especially at certain stages in our life. We get more insight, and we really kind of analyze things and understand things from a different perspective, guys. I think that's mostly like the most important thing with self-improvement, with becoming a better person all around, is knowing the things to stay away from, the people to stay away from, and the places to stay away from, guys. I'm not trying to tell you guys to just not have any friends, but there's something about it. There's something about not having any friends. There's something about not really being attached to anything or to anybody. There's something about just knowing that like your life is in God's hands, guys. And there's something about just not looking for the validation, not looking for the attention. Just realizing that like before you were so in search of things, like you were in search of like being noticed, or maybe you were in search of being rich or famous guys, or maybe it wasn't even that. Maybe you were just in search of just doing things, right? Doing things in life. We go through life and we just do things sometimes, and we're wondering like why we're doing them. But there's like something inside you that tells you like, I'm not supposed to be here. A lot of the times I would go to certain places. I would go to certain places. Like, I'm not afraid to admit where I went, guys. Like, I used to go to the casino, guys, and I hate talking about things like this, because like as soon as you bring it up, especially in a video, then it tries to put it into your algorithm, and I hate that. I shouldn't say I hate it, but I just don't like the fact that like a lot of times in life, when we take things out of our life, they try to come back into your life. It makes it like there's a struggle. There's a struggle that you have to go through, and it's understandable that you have to go through struggles before you're completely free from it. But sometimes that struggle, you don't want to deal with it. Sometimes you're just like, man, I just really want to be, I just want to be better. I just want to be this better person. I just want to be who I'm supposed to be, right, guys? You gotta understand that being who you're supposed to be, you're gonna lose a lot of people. Not physically lose them. You might, but you're gonna lose a lot of people because they don't see your vision. They don't see what you're trying to achieve, and a lot of times they'll try to like make fun of it. They'll try to make fun of it because because maybe they're trying to make it lighthearted. Maybe they're trying to fit in with the crowd that you're hanging around. There's so many different reasons for it, but you gotta understand that like, sorry, I just took some melatonin. I took a CBD, so I'm kind of getting a little bit tired. Look, guys. This life that we live, like this world that we live in, and like when you start to improve yourself, you really start to know who's there for you and who's not in life, guys. Who's there for you and who's not. And then you recall certain instances of people who might have been there for you here and there, but like they're not really like 100% down for you. A lot of times the way they're coming at it, the way they're like trying to motivate you, it's kind of like putting you down. They're like putting you down, but then trying to motivate you at the same time. You get what I mean, guys? Like that's what I mean. It's like a backhanded like comment. Like, oh, you're getting in good shape, but you need to work on the belly. Or you know what I mean? It's like a compliment, but then at the end of the compliment it's like a, you know what I mean? So it's really like, it's not like genuine love. Like where's the genuine love? The genuine love is like, I just, I got you, and I like, that's like, they say tough love or whatever, guys. Like, no, you want that love that like, somebody's like genuinely trying to make you a better person. That's the real love, guys. Like that's the real love. They don't even say the thing. Like that would never even come out of their mouth, because they just don't, they wouldn't want to harm you. They don't want to harm your soul. They don't want to harm your pureness, guys. So they don't say anything like that's gonna mess up the flow state. A lot of people, they try to like mess that flow state up because they see you they see you like grinding, or they see you doing what you're supposed to be doing in life, or but then they you know what I'm saying, guys? Like like, I think some of you guys get what I'm trying to get at. It's like they see you doing what you're supposed to be doing, but they see you doing what you're supposed to be doing, but then they'll say something. They'll add something at the end of it, guys. And I'm not trying to point my fingers, guys. Like, I don't try to point fingers at anybody. I just try to make examples of things that people might say to you. Maybe you're a guy maybe it has nothing to do with shape, right? Maybe you're a guy who's starting to get his bread up in life. You're starting to stack your money up a little bit. It's like, oh, you stacked up your money, but you got the whip, but the windows aren't tinted. You got the whip, but it's like, it's not that tight of a whip. You know what I mean? It's all right. You know what I mean? They can't accept the fact that that you already grinded hard enough to get the whip. That should already be like an accomplishment. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to necessarily be the most perfect whip, guys. Like, I think our perfect car, right? It doesn't have to always be like, it's about that grind to success. And a lot of times in that grind, people aren't with you. People aren't gonna like be with you to like help you out in this grind to get to like where you're trying to go, and that's understandable. But if they were just to stick around a little bit, it would better both you guys. It would better both of you guys, because like then you have somebody who really is like on the same page as you. That's why I said it's like a ship, guys. Like, some people will either follow you for some time and then they'll fall off, and other people are there the whole way. Some people are there the whole way, like, but that's more rare, guys. Like, there's some people who are supportive and they're like, okay, you're trying to become this. They put all of their attention into it. Like, they just go, we're just gonna throw everything we got at it. Even, it doesn't matter if they got money or not, really, guys. Like, a lot of people think money's a big factor. It's about that motivation. It's about that support. It's about that we can do this together kind of a thing, right, guys? And I'm tired of like seeing so much like negativity online. Like I try to get away from social media every now and then, because you start to realize like there's so much negative stuff. There's so many like just people bickering and fighting amongst each other over things that really don't like have nothing to do with them in life. Kind of giving you like this stress that you really don't need in life, but we kind of feel like we have to be a part of it in some kind of way. But you don't. Like, you don't. And it's like it really affects your like psyche. It affects who you are. It affects like how you interact with people sometimes. The best way to like, I think Bruce Lee said it, like, I just downloaded a quote. Bruce Lee said it the best is like to look at it and be not affected by it, right? Not as in like you wouldn't do anything, but just be an observer. Be a observer of it, and don't get involved, right? Don't get involved in the debates and the craziness that we have going on in this world. And don't feel like any emotional attachment to it. I think we give away too much of our emotions into things that really we have no control over, guys. Like, we don't even have control over ourselves because God is the one controlling us. So you really gotta like stop giving so much emotion to people and to things and places and stuff. Yeah, it's just what I feel. Now, just remember that, like, when you have a vision, guys, like, a lot of people, I'll be completely honest, guys, this is kind of like the sad part about it. And I'm not saying like I'm better than somebody else. It's like a lot of people, they have visions too, or goals or ambitions, but they don't have the passion behind it because they never really like built up that momentum. Is like what I was talking about in the last video. So you got to build up momentum. The people who make it in life, the people who make it as like these successful people that we look up to a lot of the times, they had the momentum behind it. Sometimes they didn't have the person supporting them, but they had at least momentum. It's not just the discipline involved. It's not just about the consistency of it. It's not just about the posting the videos. It's not just about speaking the facts to people. You know what I mean? It's not, I mean, like, that is momentum, but it's more to it than that. And I'm not just going to say it's retention, guys, because that is a big part of it too, guys. It's about that momentum. It really is about, like, what can I say, guys? It's like, it's about like seeing the vision, right? Seeing that goal when no one else sees it. And never giving up. I think a lot of people, they give up. They give up because they don't have any traction. They don't have any momentum. You know? Or life throws something at them, and that's really just a test from God. Like, God's just testing you, like, okay, like, this bill's due or whatever. How much faith do you have in me, right? How much faith do you have in God? A lot of people, they go, no, I this bill's due and I don't have any faith in God, right? That's what they'll say, right? They won't technically say it, but they just like, where did all that faith go, you know? You gotta start believing in Him, that He's really the one who's providing everything for you. And when you start looking at it like that, you start moving differently through life. And I think a lot of the people who do make it like big, they had God behind them. Of course, they've always had God behind them, but a lot of them, they pray to God, and they always say, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Him, because it's the truth, you know. It's like you gotta get closer to Him and understand that momentum, man, that momentum is real. That momentum is something else, guys. Like, it's not just the discipline, like I said. Like, the discipline is like, it's good. It's good to have it. It's good to keep doing the same thing. Or staying away from the things you shouldn't do. But like I said, discipline only goes so far, right? It only goes so far. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit tired, so building that momentum. Just remember, guys, like, when you start to get further and you start to see the vision, especially when you're getting close to what you really want in life, guys, especially when you stop giving everybody your attention and your energy, and you really just kind of lock in on what you should be doing, you start to, like, start to realize that that momentum, man, that momentum is real. Like that vision that you had, like that you hold on to, when you get closer to it, you're gonna have a lot of people like try to come into your life right before you achieve it, right before you get it, right before you have it, right before it's in your grasp, right before you have that dream body, right before you have breaking free from not drinking anymore, right before you stop smoking. Or it's like there has to be like some negative forces, there has to be that little bit of grit, there has to be that little bit of like resistance in life before the breakthrough. You know, otherwise it would just be, everybody would just be what they wanted to be. I think that's why a lot of people end up failing, because they face that resistance. They got the momentum going, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but then they face that resistance to really show like if they're really about it or not. You know? And if you make it through that resistance, then you make it to the next level, and then that next level brings the benefits. Maybe it's spiritual benefits, maybe it's physical benefits, you know, with money and materialistic things and physical gains and stuff. Or maybe it's more spiritual, like being able to see your future in your dreams and stuff, guys. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. The further you get into it, the better it becomes. Like every they say new levels, new what, right? I like to look at it as new levels, new challenges, guys. Like new challenges are gonna arise, and you have to overcome them, become better. Anyways, guys, peace out. I'm getting too tired for you.